So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Stood up well to him there.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Boca Juniors clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He has found the way through. Messi stood his ground strongly. And it's Neymar. Now it's Zico. And he's away. Tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Neither of these two want to come off second best, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hakimi. Oh, this looks sharp. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Van Basten gets across to intercept that.
Boca Juniors really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Mbappe! Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Zico.
Oh, really well played.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's neat. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That pass has been well intercepted. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Davids. Now it's Gullit. Just eases him off the ball. Cruyff. Rodri.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up.
Oh, what has happened here? Great ball, and he's had a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Gullit. And Gullit! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Van Basten. Boca Juniors are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And Hakimi. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Fiddles it through. Now it's Gullit. Gullit! And it's there! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
And here's Messi. Lovely bit of skill. Shapes to shoot! Goal! They're back within reach! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that... And there is the half-time whistle.
Signore e signori, unitevi a me nell'augurare al nostro ragazzo un buon compleanno. Attenzione, un cambio.
That gets things going for the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
And Hullet! Oh, what a big quick trick. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Hits one! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's good play. Hullet! No mistake! And they are cruising away. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him. And Hullet! In he goes again! He scores! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entity.
Hullet! Really well taken goal. And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Oh, smashing header! And he steered it beyond the post. Oh, well played, well sorted out. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Hakimi. Now this could be a chance. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cruyff really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Bastoni has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. No, that was never going to make it. Thuram cuts out the pass. Roberto Carlos. Boca Juniors, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Messi gets into some space. Vieira can get it clear.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Deep cross. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Neymar threads one in. Decent hit! It's run loose, who's always been caught napping. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Right, looks a good ball through. And the shot! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
That's good running with the ball. Now it's Mbappe. He's in plenty of space here. Foot in. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Neymar. Mbappe! Now the finish! And he hits the net!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Boca Juniors playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. Cruyff. And it's Zico. Zico. And pull it! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Cruyff.
Il quarto uomo indica 4
Neymar.
minuti di recupero.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Rodri. Cruyff. Pull it. Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Your reflections then, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So it's down to business here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Zico. He's had a hit! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous. Chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Boca Juniors really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, terrible mistake. Passes short and sharp. Davids. Vieira. He's in a good position here. Rodri does well to get it back. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Cruyff. Works it forward. Muscular approach does pay off here. Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that has put paid to that. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Davids. Darren Fletcher. Rummenigge. Can he finish? It's in! Boca Juniors are all square. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Boca Juniors grab the equaliser, and we're all square. Well, Rummenigge! Goal! Boca Juniors! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Rodri. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Zico. He's shifted. It's Zico! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And the comeback is complete. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the finish looked...
And it's Hullet.
Hullet, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get other...
Good effort from distance. Boca Juniors are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Cruyff. Rummenigge. Hits one! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Oh, this looks sharp. Rodri. Half-time getting close now. Davids.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Messi. And here's Hullet. Hullet. Decent hit! And he hits the net. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Have a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he...
And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che tra poco sul maxi schermo saranno trasmessi gli orari dei treni speciali.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Now the finish! Oh, it's come loose. Domenico. Oh, that's a key interception. Rodri calmly anticipates. Now it's Hullet. Zico. Zico will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Cruyff. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Neymar. And he's picked out the run. Now Davids. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And it's Neymar. And the ball's a good one. It's Zico! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it?
Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good read, needed to be.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the
La
counter-attack.
frequenza di quest'oggi è di 81.007
Well, the run has
spettatori.
been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Neymar, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi, it's a really well-measured ball. And he cuts out the supply. Vieira. Zico. Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Davids.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Mbappe. Messi. There's the hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well read. Nice interception. Davids. Neymar. That is good alertness. Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids. Well, played right into his path. This is probably... Big chance! He's got a goal! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you
And the shot! In for the pieces! It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Darren Fletcher. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Cruyff. Vieira. Could move up a gear here. That's good vision. Hullet. And he's managed to get free. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries a shot! And here's Zico. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Bullet! No, he couldn't get hold of it. Rodri. Cruyff. Mbappe. Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has a go! Sticks it away! They're back within reach!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back, and
that is it. The referee has seen enough. Boca Juniors did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Boca Juniors desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.